So, on our recent trip to Ghana, we did what everyone does. We look for a lot of good shea butter. The Ghanaians use that stuff like it's gold, and you can find it everywhere on the street corners and the grocery stores and specialty stores. If you're looking for shea butter, you're going to find it. And you can get all kinds, all types, from the very raw, pure stuff to the whipped butter that I plan to use in my hair. And there's even good butter that has all this like yummy fragrance that makes you want to eat it right out of the jar. The biggest thing that you have to look out for when you're buying shea butter, though, in Ghana is the price. Especially if you're a foreigner, they're going to know immediately to jack that price up. So I think our driver told us that normally he could find it for 35 to 40 CDs, which is about $3 to $4. In the markets, people were trying to charge us 150 to 250 CDs for a smaller quantity than you can find in a Ghanaian specialty store. I would say like a good price that we found was 85 CDs, which equates to about $8. And we were willing to pay that much for good quality shea butter. But I must admit that we went to some designer purse store and they had this shea butter that smelled like heaven. And well, we spent $40 on that bottle of shea butter. 40. 40. I'm going to say I have no regrets, but 40. $40. Anyways, we'll see how I feel about it in a few months when I'm rubbing that soft, succulent stuff all over my skin. We decided to go to the Shea Butter Museum in Accra, Ghana to check out how all this shea butter is made. This was a little bit of an expensive experience. It was about $40 a person, but I still think it was a unique experience and I think we would go back and do it again. What I really loved about our entire time there was how hands on it was. We got to learn a lot about how shea butter is actually made, which seems like quite a bit of a process. We were able to get some light refreshments before we went over to the wall of shea butter. I never knew that there were so many countries across the African continent that made shea butter. And as you can see from all the various colors, each one of them is a little bit special. We went a little overboard by sampling pretty much everything that they had on the wall. But the highlight was being able to whip up our own shea butter, which was a nice touch. I think this was a good bucket list experience in Ghana.